much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Oh, let me bleed as I bleed for you, cry for you. Oh, let me bleed. Let me bleed. Let me. Just stay one more night. I'll be by your side. We'll live for a new day. We live life the hard way, but not today. Just stay. Just stay. Just stay. One more night. We found our way again. We found our way again. We found our way. A new place.
So fragile, like it was built to break off the handle. How'd we get to this place? We're leaving everything behind for new and exciting feelings, but I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will tell, but I'll be holding you. I'll be holding you. I'll be
survive like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there, hide them everywhere. Just you and I. Said we let it go, but we settled for the last. Couldn't let you want it though. Who am I to let you down? No, who am I to let you down?
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort. Everyone grips the mouse differently, so how can one mouse work for all? Different sizes and shapes for your options. Pick the one that fits your grip for long-lasting comfort and gameplay. With driverless design, you just plug and play.
beats like the drum in the deep, and the water from around slowly weeps. Like your eyes, cold as ice, dead as the dark. Was our love after all just a watermark in the frozen
roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story, these places change me, each one replacing, like night into morning. I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain hidden in your smile. I can finally see you now. Oh, we radiate all over the world. We used to radiate, but now we're drowning. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, we used to radiate, but now we're drowning. chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high in love. We're invincible. Trust in me. We're invincible. Don't you see? We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. Keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts.
like it was built to break off the handle. How'd we get to this place? We're leaving everything behind for new and exciting feelings, but I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the lower bracket finals of the ZOWIE Asia eXTREMESLAND 2018 Indian Qualifier. It will be SRA versus Entity Gaming. I'm Shade Slayer. Joining me is Flash, aka Johnny. We have the map veto on its way. Jonathan, what's up? How's your day going?
Good morning, Shady, and it looks like it's going to be a cracker of a Sunday. We are going to have two amazing games. We saw Optic India dominating yesterday. They did have a small hiccup on their first game, but they eventually took the upper bracket finals, moving to the grand finals. And that is why we see Entity right now in the lower bracket against SRA, who took out Brutality.
I mean, that was a very huge surprise coming in there. A big shocker of a result. SRA taking down Brutality 2-1 in that lower bracket semi-final matchup. Very tight matches coming in there. And I didn't see Inferno ending up going to SRA that easily. But I think that goes a long way to show, at least for SRA, that they've been criticized time and again of being an online team and never really having any prolific victories on LAN. All of that has changed now.
Yes, they completely shut their critics yesterday after they beat Brutality, and that game on Inferno was amazing, and you can see Entity respecting that and banning Inferno. I was thinking it's going to be Overpass Dust to Inferno, but Entity is like, okay, we don't want to play them on Inferno. Entity bans off Nuke, SRA bans off Train. I knew Entity wanted to play Overpass. They've also been practicing Dust 2 a lot. They were having a discussion today, and the discussion was on the lines of Dust 2. So I'm sure Entity is prepared. They know SRA loves playing Dust 2, and this more looks like Entity baited them into picking Dust 2.
Yeah, they've moved into Dust 2, and now it's gonna be a final Mirage pick coming in, and I think the veto is well and truly in favor of Entity Gaming here. We've seen them very prolific on Overpass. Dust 2, we've seen Entity pick Dust 2 up against Optic India and take that map away from them as well. And Mirage, of course, the entirety of last year when Entity Gaming was dominating. Yes, given the fact that it was a slightly different roster back then, but Entity have always gone back to Mirage as one of their favorite picks, and definitely the veto should favor the team here to move on to the grand finals and set up that rematch versus Optic India here. Before we move on, quick predictions, Johnny, on the scoreline.
I think this is going to be a 2-0 because Entity looks really strong on Overpass. The only map I see them dropping might be Overpass, but I go for Entity in this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a quick 2-0 as well. I think for a fact Entity Gaming are just a class apart on Overpass. Dust 2, I feel SRA will be able to put up a fight, but not enough to kind of send Entity on a downward spiral. So just waiting on players to quickly ready up. Game 1 on Overpass of the lower bracket finals is coming straight back up.
Resistance.
Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. Hey, 'cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain in your smile. I can finally see you now. Oh, we radiate all over the world. We used to radiate, yeah, radiate, but now we're drowning. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, we used to radiate, radiate, but now we're drowning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for map number 1 of the lower bracket finals at the LAN Finals for the ZOWIE Asia Extremes LAN 2018 Indian Qualifier Entity Gaming versus SRA. This is Entity Gaming's map pick. They will be starting on the CT side. I'm Shadeslayer. Joining me is Flash. What's up, Flash?
What's up, Shade? You can see SRA, they've quickly gone into their default. They've quickly gone in one in connector, and Entity Gaming reading that they've already pushed down 3 people. And Macho, he is waiting. He does not hear the footsteps. So now he's able to spot someone over there. He's trying to take the peek. Excali. Oh, he does try to hit one shot over there, and they are all spotted. So Macho tries to fall back. Taking so much damage is Hellranger, falls down, Dream gets the first frag, and he might also take a fall over here. Excali's there with the return, but Dream to 22 points of health.
Yep, the C4 is dropped here at Monster Tunnel. Excalibur tapping away will eventually get taken down by Negative here. Brings it down to a 2v3. Amaterasu got a lot of work to do. He does get the first tap. Make that a second as well here, leaving Negative all alone. In fact, that's Hunter who gets a 2k up at Monster. And SRA, lucky that they did not lose that early player up at connector, especially with Entity Gaming having committed 3 players, but they do find themselves in a predicament here. C4 is dropped at Monster Tunnel, and they should have the B-bomb site in lockdown. Negative gonna have to try and isolate this into 2 individual duels. He spots the first player out. Unfortunately, I think that is the opportunity gone by Hunter, able to clean up, and Entity Gaming take the pistol.
SRA had the right attitude. They went with the perfect default. They saw 3 people pushing in from connector. You see Macho falling back. They were able to go into the bomb site, but they didn't land their shots. Hunter capitalizing on that, got those 2 entries and brought Entity back into that round.
Yep, that was a 4K there from Hunter to give Entity the first round here in Overpass. He is going to go up aggressively towards Party, and he's going to have players converging in Negative already on the rotate. He manages to find Guru though. Long range headshot with the M4. Man advantage for Entity Gaming here. They do have quite a bit of utility to work with as well. 3 kits purchased up, while SRA, they've gone for the force buy. Couple of Deagles, CZ, and a Scout in play.
Yes, SRA, they have a Scout. They've gone for the force buyer, but Dream still trying to save up for that AWP. We saw Dream wield the AWP yesterday, and he did wonders on Inferno. Let's see if he can do the same thing on Overpass. Though they looked a little shaky yesterday on Overpass when they played against Optic India, but...
Yep, that having taken Optic India's map pick on Inferno, Entity Gaming were favored there to close it out in Overpass, but unfortunately it was a landslide victory if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a 16-8 or a 16-9 win, so they will definitely be looking to up their game here back on Overpass. First frag though goes the way of SRA here on the entry towards the A site. Amaterasu able to recover the M4. Deathmaker holding here with the MP9, point blank range, shuts down Negative. Amaterasu finds Dream, and the T's, they're getting picked off one by one here. Beautiful A-hold from Entity. Pretty crisp anti-force by there, Johnny.
Yeah, a lot of discipline coming in by Entity Gaming. You see Hunter, he goes, gets the first frag, lurks over there for some time, gets some information, falls back, and that discipline is what's needed to get them to that grand final.
Indeed it is, and for now though, SRA going to be back on the hard eco here, just the Glocks, absolutely nothing invested into this round. Should be a straightforward round for Entity. They spot a lot of players rotating in towards Playground there. Hunter might just get double peeked up, not really the wisest decision to hang around there for too long. He does have the backup from Hellranger playing in from toilets with the FAMAS. He's taking a bit of damage himself. They're looking to fall back. Hunter taking a few shots at long. He does eventually manage to bring down Dream. Hellranger able to dispatch off with Guru, and that should be Entity Gaming cleaning up the remainder of round number 3.
Yeah, you can see Entity pushing in from connector. Amaterasu comes in, gets the kill on Negative. Now they're completely sandwiched at toilets. Macho's getting pushed from behind as well. Excali cleans up Macho over there. Afflick, the only person left, he's coming in from the B-bomb side. Only has a Glock. This is going to be a cleanup for Entity. 3-0 pretty soon. And pretty good first 3 rounds for Entity Gaming.
Indeed. pistol round there going in their favor thanks to Hunter's antiques, and since then they haven't really faced too many problems to say the least, but that might all completely change here, especially with the SRA going for the buy.
Yes. SRA, now they have to come up with something different. What the problem with SRA is, once they start losing rounds, they start slowing their game too much. They need to show that aggression they showed yesterday to brutality. When they showed that aggression, get those early picks, they are in favor of winning those rounds. But SRA, once they start slowing down and playing, the teams start walking over them.
Indeed, and for now they're gonna have the 4 AKs AWP out onto Dream. It's gonna be running a little light on utility. Entity Gaming, on the other hand, do bring out the big green out themselves, and it's gonna be onto Hunter. Dream at the moment holding a tight angle from Playground, looking to see if there's anyone interested from the CTs looking to push through long. In fact, the boost coming in there. We saw these boosts not working out all that well yesterday. I think it was Amaterasu who managed to get a 2-player spray down onto T's, looking to do something similar here. And I think that was up against Brutality. Yes, and for now though, Deathmaker back towards shot. Affleck's gonna start moving in through Monster Tunnel, but he's gonna move straight into Hunter's crosshair there. Dispatches of him. Nice and clean. Macho looking to aggress up through connector as the T's slowly begin to take mid control.
Yeah, that was really bad play coming in by SRA, going for that dry peek against the AWP over there. And now if you're going to peek like that, you are going to fall. So SRA really need to start using their Molotovs, their flashes, to start flushing people behind so that they can enter into a bomb site. Negative might have a read on to Hellranger over here. Hellranger does not know. He does see his body and he can get the kill over there, hitting the shot, but gets the headshot. They are moving towards the A bomb site. Macho very close into the site. Hunter has to play this carefully. SRA in control of the A bomb site. Deathmaker gets taken down by Dream with the AWP. The spray down by xcali with that UMP, and the nade should clean things up. Amaterasu's there for the backup at long, and all of a sudden this is a 1v3 situation for Macho. Gets the first, does not know where the next person is, and Hunter cleans him up. 4-0 for Entity Gaming.
Yep, what a beautiful nade there coming in from xcali, able to take down Dream there on the AWP, and Entity make that retake swift and fast. SRA absolutely no chance. They got pummeled left, right and center there, and can't find fruition there on the first gun round. Regardless, it will be Entity marching on 4-0, and SRA will have the buy coming in, but a lot lighter on utility this time around.
They were even light on utility last time. That's why they were in a very sticky post plant situation. They did not have any utility to go into favorable positions. They were getting pushed from toilets, they were getting pushed from long, they got pushed from bank and dumpster as well. And without any utility, they could not go into that post plant to get those pickoffs. So SRA really now maybe needs to start, instead of going for these force buy, maybe drop around, get that extra utility and start picking up rounds after that. Because in a map like Overpass, you do require that utility. Even though you get that plant, you imagine you entering an A bomb site. Once you get that plant, you need to put that wall of smoke so that you can fall back safely and cut the rotations coming in from connector. At least that will give your team the numbers advantage over there once they come for the defuse.
Yep, and Amaterasu spots one player out. Immediately we see the utility being expended. Incendiary smoke down to prevent the T's from pushing through, but they're gonna readjust back towards connector here and look for this B hit. They do have a couple of players positioned up towards Monster, couple towards short as well. They're just gonna leave Guru lurking all the way back at A long to try and keep the T's interested towards the A bomb side. And xcali guard double peek through towards shot. They find the first frag and they're gonna continue to push through to check if there's Macho lurking around anywhere. Negative getting sprayed down there. Amaterasu not on point. xcali god though finds the second. Deathmaker ends up going down as well, but Still a 3v3. Macho bleeding internally on 12 points of health. Will get eventually taken down. And Negative all alone in the smoke. Unable to get the plant in. Entity Gaming looking super sharp here in map number 1.
Yes, and this is what I love about Entity Gaming. You can see they are playing together, moving together, going for that double peaks. Unfortunately, SRA is spread out entirely on the map. There's one guy playing at Connector, one guy playing at Monster, one guy holding the push coming from B shot. Now, in that way, Entity will always go for that trade and they will have the man advantage. And SRA, knowing they do not have utility, they really need to stick together, go for that pop flashes and go for those entries. If they play it so defensively, over here it looks like Entity is more the terrorist side rather than SRA.
Yep. And this is something we discussed yesterday as well, especially during the Overpass map between Optic India and SRA. We saw Optic India and Entity Gaming rather. We saw it was Marzil time and again aggressing on different parts of the map, and you have these coordinated strikes from the other end of the map as well, kind of choking the CTs, the Ts in not having the freedom to move around and take map control. And look like Entity Gaming seem to be sort of having similar plans here in map 1 of the lower bracket finals as well. Excali Guard going all the way back through playground there, catches Dream unawares, and CT's yet again man advantage early into the round, but Hellranger does eventually take a fall to the P250s. Not much invested in by SRA here, but if they do manage to get a couple of kills, recover the rifles, they may be in with an outside chance.
Yes, but they do have two people with armor, Kevlar, and Macho has helmet as well, so maybe Macho can wield the gun. But for the other people, aim punch is going to be a real problem. And you see Hunter with the boost, waiting for people to enter into the B bomb side. But it looks like the hit is going to come towards the A bomb side by SRA. They are coming in from toilets. The pop flash by Excali and the counter Molotov trying to stop SRA in their tracks. Guru taking some damage from that Molotov, burning quite a lot. And the nade comes in by Hunter. He does spot one over there, spams with the AWP, but does not get the kill though. Excali trying to do some damage. Afflick gets the kill on Deathmaker with the rotation from behind, from toilets. Hunter spamming away on that box, picks up the gun instead, trying to get some shots onto Guru. Guru inflicts some damage, and with Afflick they were able to take Excali got down. Hunter still playing in form dumpster, gets surrounded from behind, but he's able to get the trade over there. Hunter the only person left in a 2v1 situation. Now this might Entity might just want to save the AWP over here instead.
Yep, that is the save for the... It's gonna be the call for the save, and SRA get themselves onto the scorecard. They're 1-5, and it was on the back of just pistols. We talked about recovering 1 or 2 rifles, and that's exactly how it played out there. Eventually Hunter just unable to find any sort of an opening there, forced into a safe situation. And SRA though, they're not out of the woods just yet. They need to start racking up rounds, else they're just gonna get reset and have Entity Gaming run away with the latter part of this first half.
But this is what I spoke about, Shady. They had 2 smokes and they used those 2 smokes wisely after post plant. Because of those 2 smokes, they were able to get good positioning at truck and toilets, and they stopped Entity Gaming's rotation over there. Saying that Deathmaker gets the first pick onto Afflick at B shot and quickly falls back through that smoke. Now SRA again have gone for that more slower play towards Monster. You can see Dream, he's already pushed quite deep into Monster. The pop flashes are still not there. Deathmaker might just be able to take advantage of this. And
yeah, they do have the tag team going in there. Deathmaker getting tagged down to 15 HP, but unfortunately they couldn't follow up onto that kill. They're looking for some quick wall bangs, but Negative will eventually smoke out Sniper Nest there, and the T's absolutely no presence towards mid or long at the moment. They're fully committed towards this B hit. 48 seconds remaining. They do have 3 CTs in this direction. Entity Gaming, Deathmaker positions himself towards Monster Tunnel, sitting on only 14 HP though. Negative moves through shot and finds Amateratsu's head there, instantly decapitates it. for V4. 29 seconds now. They're playing it tad bit too close for comfort here. SRA, the counter flash is coming in. Dream finally looks to push through Monster here, and a beautiful peek coming in from Negative. Managed to bring down Hunter, but they don't account for Hellranger up at Waters. He's getting pushed through as well. Beautiful read. Adjust back in, and Excaligar with the op, able to find the last, and Macho 1v2 can't isolate the two CTs there, and Entity Gaming immediately pull around back, and SRA, how's their money looking like? Not sure if they have enough to buy into this though.
Yes, SRA's money is not looking good, and again SRA pushed this round way too much. When Negative had pushed in from Monster, that was their opportunity, because Entity was playing from behind. There was no one who was playing from barrels. They could have gone with those pop flash, put the wall of smoke over there, taken that plant and fall back towards B shot and Monster, and waited for Entity to come in. But Excali's already gone for the opener, and Amaterasu is there to cover him as well. 4 people already down. Dream the only person left with that Deagle. Amaterasu with the 4K closing things out.
Yep. It's pretty standard anti-eco there from Entity Gaming. They come at 2 players to a shot, and SRA just walk into a slaughter there. Pun not intended, but as of now, just the sold round in for SRA. 7-1. They probably call a timeout here after this. It is a second eco in for the T's. They need to reassess how they approach these gun rounds, because they're dropping players early into the round are the T's, and they definitely need to compensate for that journey.
Yes, they need to start playing a bit more together. Maybe go for those trades, even though they are on the eco round. They have those Deagles. Get a few guns over here and maybe save those guns so that they can go into a proper buy with that utility. But looking at SRA, I have not seen that much utility usage by SRA, and that's what's choking them over here. Hunter gets the opener onto Dream towards toilets, and there is Guru who is lurking over there. That nade bounces off the wall, and Entity Gaming shouldn't have that difficulty in getting this round, but we remember what SRA did in the last anti-eco at the A-bomb site.
Yes, indeed. They do have the numbers advantage, the weaponry advantage here, Entity Gaming. But once those Deagles begin to sing, there's no stopping them. For now, though, Excaligar going to be holding in from truck, but they're going to peek one by one here. Hunter finds Afflex. Excaligar able to drop Guru. Spots more players out here. Does manage to drop the C4 as well. And Negative, only 20 HP towards Long. Oh, beautiful 1D there, but Amaterasu puts him to rest, and Entity Gaming continue to march on 8-1.
Entity Gaming very dominant, a very dominant first half, and it looks like a pause being called. As you said, SRA need to strategize this. A very important pause for them, and they need to start playing a bit more aggressive. They're playing a tad too defensive over here.
Yep, and I think they're straight up being read well by Entity Gaming here. We've seen them go for that aggression towards Monster. We saw that early short aggression. Even connector control has been completely taken away from SRA, and I think for a fact they just need to group up and start doing something out of the ordinary here. Move away from their defaults and try and throw Entity Gaming out of their comfort zone.
Yes, they do, because SRA, once they start spreading out, each person that drops, that's so much utility which is wasted, and that's going to stop their executes. Now, there is one person, Guru, already getting the opener onto Hunter, but Excali playing through the smoke, gets the first pick onto Affleck, evening things out, 4-4. Hellranger takes some damage. It was a double op setup there, because Hellranger also has the op. Hunter,
despite getting that early pick off here, SRA, they get completely choked, and you see Hellranger up at connector. You have the smoke down towards short, which allows Excaligar to reposition back towards water, get the immediate trade back. The T's at that point of time not really sure where they're going to push through. Look at this, just a push through Monster. 2 casual kills coming in, Deathmaker and Excaligar. Negative though has had enough. He's just going to push through short there, able to drop Amaterasu, but now he's gonna have CTs waiting for him on the other direction. The C4's dropped, not in the best of places here. Deathmaker, though, sitting on only 2 HP. Hellranger, AWP in hand, and now negative. It's not got a lot of ways to go here. He's gonna have to take this firefight. Hellranger does drop into waters, misses the first shot, and with that, there might be a small opportunity here for SRA. There is Guru coming in as well with the AWP from behind. Might be able to spot Deathmaker out here. Yes, he does, and that's gonna leave eXcali 1v2. They're gonna push onto him soon. He misses the first shot and is able to ensure negative doesn't get the trade. He drops him, but it really shouldn't have come that close for Entity Gaming, but they take the round regardless. eXcali God showing us why he is one of the best players in the country there, Johnny.
Yes, eXcali, he was able to keep his composure, though his teammate had fallen over there. I thought that could have been SRA's chance. He needed to push together. Again, they took isolated shots at eXcali, and that shouldn't have happened. They could have gone for the trade. They knew that the person is alone. They had got the pickup, and eXcali with that spray in from Monster gets 2 heads immediately over there, and he's wanting, looks like he's wanting to push a bit more further, goes in for a more deeper smoke, and you can see him walking over there. You can hear footsteps. He is hungry for those frags. The nade, I think he thinks Macho is there, gets the headshot onto him as well. Negative, the only person alive with that AK, and all of a sudden, Slaughter Rage Army, they had a decent, I think they had 2 AKs over there. They lose everything.
Indeed, their eXcali God goes huge. Negative again in a clutch situation here. This time around, he has nobody to fall back on, though. He does have the C4 on him. Backstab already coming in. Hellranger, take a little bit of time there before getting the frag in, but he's gonna still keep his life intact. Not looking too healthy though, only 11 HP, but he is 1v3. Deathmaker staring down Monster Tunnel will eventually take him down. Double digits for Entity Gaming here. First half on Overpass has been anything but a one-way traffic.
Yes, you see Entity has prepared for this. They want to go to Shanghai, and that hunger is showing over here. Entity Gaming going those aggressive picks. You can see them pushing through Monster. It's not like SRA is holding that place alone. SRA had 3 bodies over there, but Entity with that push and eXcali getting those first 2 entries over there, stopping SRA right in their tracks, and SRA just didn't know how to react to Entity's aggression.
Indeed, early peek in towards connector coming in from Hunter there. He did have Hellranger in backup in case SRA did decide to push him aggressively at toilets. Not going to be the case. Hunter at the moment does give the boost onto Hellranger towards toilet doors there, and he's heading in that direction though. Negative going to give away his position, looking for that spray down through the smoke. They're gonna leave Hellranger back here perched in the corner. Guru gonna look to move up aggressively as well. Couple more CTs positioned up towards the A-bomb site. Hunter with the AWP, as well as Amaterasu there with the M4 peering down long. And T's, they do have a fair bit of utility here to push back this CTs. The question is, how are they going to try and flush out Hellranger here before he gets some damage done in? Oh, they check the corner. Beautifully done. But Hunter, uncharacteristic miss coming in there, point blank range. He does get tagged down though. Looking to move in, sprays through the smoke. Not going to be able to find the planter there, and the C4 does get planted, and he will eventually go down to negative. Was waiting for him in the corner with the AK. eXcali God not relate that information. He ends up going down as well, and Deathmaker in a 1v3 gets shut down, and SRA find their second round on the board.
Finally, SRA listening to me, keeping those smokes alive for that wall of smoke going, getting that bomb plant down, falling back. Really important in a map like Overpass. Even if you're going for that B execute, you need that wall of smoke to keep the CTs behind. You get your plant, fall back, go into perfect post plant situations, and that is a sure shot round.
And SRA, yesterday as well, when they did go up in that opening match of the India LAN Finals, they looked completely out of sorts. They were in disarray, and when I did have that chat with in fact, Bodhi after the match, he was like, yeah, we didn't really turn up for this first series at all. We weren't warmed up enough, and once they were during that second matchup of the day up against Brutality, we saw them put out a much more solid performance, and hopefully that's not the case here, because Entity Gaming, we might just see them run away with the remainder of Overpass and this best of 3 series.
And also having conversations with SRA yesterday, they seem more scared to play Entity rather than, they were more comfortable in playing Optic rather than Entity. So it looks like SRA right now are a tad bit scared, and that's showing in their game. You can see them how defensively they're playing, and they did not want to take this matchup with Entity right now so early in the lower bracket finals.
And I think that's for a fact that they have contrasting play styles. SRA, like Guru said, they're a very puggy style team, and they like to take these unconventional duels, and going up against a solid lineup, a well-rounded, disciplined one like that of Entity Gaming, it's gonna get very hard for that puggy style to find those openings, to continuously keep racking round after round. And for the moment though, drop a few smokes towards long and towards the A-bomb site rather, and they're gonna immediately have counter utility coming their way. Hellranger point blank range with the AWP trained in is gonna slaughter negative down. Affleck though moving in from long, able to punish and get the trade. Hunter repositions back towards bank, not looking to push that smoke aggressively, gonna wait on for rotations to come through. They do try to boost up Amaterasu to try and find positions on these tees. They spot Affleck's out, immediately gets taken down. Dream though with the op, had to hit that shot, misses the first one, and now it's a 1v4, and he's just gonna peek into double CTs looking in his direction. SRA again unable to get consecutive rounds. They find the isolated one and immediately get shut down.
Yeah, the problem is they did not have A-long control over there. They got A-long control after they killed Hellranger, but on that fallback, Hunter gets that kill towards A-long. There were only 2 people left then towards toilets, and then it was a 4v2. All Entity had to do is just go for those trades, and that was the round for them. So SRA now are not going to have that clean buy in the final round of this first half.
Entity Gaming, they just look focused as ever. Hellranger, yesterday we had a chat with him after the upper bracket finals, and he wasn't really happy about how things panned out in that finals, having taken Inferno. He told us they just straight up overthought their approach to Overpass. They just had to stick to their basics. They had to stick to whatever they were doing. It was working, but they decided to change it up at the end, and Optic India able to punish that. And today they look like a team on a mission here to take SRA down and move back into the grand finals. For now though, Negative and Macho able to find 2 openings there. Hunter will be able to at least pull one back here, 3v3, and it does look like eventually they will be moving back towards the A-bomb site, but this is a story we have seen far too many times. Hunter x Cali on that A hold just seem on a totally different level, Johnny.
And you see SRA setting up for those smokes. They are wanting to go for that A hit. Maybe they could have caused some rotations gone towards B over here, because B would be a more favorable output, expecting Entity to have 2 people at the A-bomb site. They could have traded the person in B and get the plant and gone into a 2v2 over there, but let's see now what SRA is going to do. They've gone for the deep Molotov towards bank, pushing Excali behind. Excali taking so much damage, 15 points of health. Only Hunter still holding that up, waiting for them to come. He sees Macho's body, gets the drop on the C4. C4 is down, and now they still don't know there that Hunter is playing from that van. They still haven't spotted him, but Hunter gets the kill on Affleck finally. Guru now knows where Hunter's position is, and he's dropped in a 2v1 Deathmaker with the headshot, giving Entity the 12th round final round of the first half, and SRA is going to be broke over here.
Yep. Unfortunately, there his shoulder was peeking out when he did go for the plant, and Hunter able to deny the C4 plant from coming in, and from that point on, it was all down south for SRA. 2v2 situation. You have both the CTs looking to aggressively push you. You don't have the luxury of having one player commit for that plant without finding a kill in the first place, and Entity Gaming looking strong here. Last round of the first half, 12-2, a 10-round lead in map number 1 of the lower bracket finals. Hellranger feeling confident as ever, but misses the first flick in there with the AWP. Smoke things off and fall back towards the A bomb site here. Guru does use this opportunity though to push through toilets, but he only has a deagle to work with. The CZ though going to work. Amaterasu ends up going down. Excali looking for the trade. Will be able to find that immediately. Hellranger with the op finds yet another one. Spots out Dream as well. Takes his head off clean. And Macho is going to be kept waiting here in connector as the incendiary goes down from the CT's. Excali, I think he just barely spots him coming in there, but he does expect Negative to be there for the trade as well. Should be a straightforward round going to the CTs here to close out this half, Johnny.
Yes, this should be a very easy round. The fake smoke coming in towards B shot, and Monster actually Excali, he closes things with that spray down, and Entity 13-2, a very strong half. I don't know how SRA is going to react to this, but that pistol round has to be on point. They have to get that first pistol round, start racking up rounds here, because 13-2 is a very weak scoreline for SRA.
Yep. Is moving on to the favored CT side though. They should have a better shot at racking up these rounds, but then again, it is Entity Gaming on their map pick, and from what we have seen of that first half, they seem to be on their A game. They're not taking this game lightly whatsoever.
You see, Entity today looks like a complete different side on Overpass. When they played against Optic, maybe like what you said, they were trying something different, but do you think it's the right time to try something different right now? That was the upper bracket finals, and it was a one map advantage. And they had won the first map. Maybe that could have helped them close that and be in the grand finals right now. But saying that, Entity looking very strong right now, and they want to close this map immediately. They do not want to take risks, and they want to play Optic as soon as possible.
I don't fault them for trying something different on Overpass though. Quite recently, I think it was 3 days back, they did lose to Optic India on Overpass 16-14. So I think coming into that matchup, having one Inferno, I think for a fact they just wanted to do something of the ordinary. They would have expected Optic India to prepare for what Entity has to offer on this map, and they've kind of felt that they needed to do something different. Their Dream just casually one taps down two players. They're up at short, and SRA, they might be down, but they're definitely not out just yet.
Definitely with those one taps. Guru also with another on Monster on Excali. Entity. Now this is the problem. We see a lot of international teams when they go for this pistol round, they come prepared with some smoke, small top. But most of our Indian teams, they go for that standard stock armor buy and just steamrolling into the bomb site. I don't think that would work on a map like Overpass.
And Hunter, gonna be left to his own devices here, will eventually get taken down by Negative. Flawless pistol round from SRA, managing to keep all 5 CTs up. And you can see that Bodhi just breathing a sigh of relief.
And you see the timeout.
Yeah, as expected there, Entity Gaming, they don't really want to let SRA pile up too many rounds here. Yes, the map might still go the way of Entity Gaming, and it should, but SRA, if they do manage to pick up 2 to 3, maybe even more, 4 to 5 rounds in the back, that is going to be some sort of momentum built that they can definitely take into map number 2, their map pick on Dust 2, and they're going to need everything that they can muster up to go up against Entity there on that map. So what better way to warm up than live in game number 1, Johnny?
Yes, and talking about that, what do you think is the importance of a coach? You see Entity's coach always with them. He's there building the morale, giving them those strategies, that download. I saw them preparing for this game today, and it looks like that has paid off. But do you think that if SRA also maybe had someone to guide them like that, that could have been a different thing?
That definitely, I think, would play a big part moving up ahead as well. During the break, we saw Equitas discussing strat after strat, writing them down for Hellranger to use during the matchup as well. So information is gold, information is money, information is victory, and I think SRA would, moving ahead as well, they should, that is something that they will look at as well, to try and compete firmly up against some of these top teams of the country, Johnny.
Yes, SRA, they've made a step in the right direction and they have come to the lower bracket finals of this tournament. ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia, everyone wanting to go and represent India at Shanghai. Plant coming in towards the B-bomb site, and Entity, as usual, taking the anti-ecos. That's the bane of Indian CSGO, anti-ecos.
Yep, it's so hard to go up against pistols. And Guru 1v2 again. Just look at the crossfire setup. They're not gonna give him an inch there on that retake. Guru gets taken down, and that might just be SRA's last chance here in Overpass, going up in flames.
Yes, that certainly was. SRA really needed that round, and I somehow don't understand, Shade, how we, as Indian teams, we lose. I mean, we somehow make anti-ecos work so well.
I think that straight up comes down. Yep, my producer saying brutality, brutality. It is, yep, known as the kings of force buys. We've seen them make force buyers work on multiple occasions, and seems to be a trend with the Indian CS, at least for now. Though SRA, they're gonna have to go a mile if this buy is gonna work here. They do end up losing a player early on. Guru pushing through, unable to find anything. Macho gonna quickly follow suit here. He wants to give chase. He does, however, have the UMP, but he's given away his position with that spray down, and he should get shut down here. They peek him as to Hunter with the brace there to close out the half, close out the round rather. The half should quickly follow suit as well.
They are on map point for Overpass. Entity Gaming having a really strong show, and right now it just looks like the Entity steamroller rolling down SRA, quickly making their way towards Connector and Fountain. 3 people going aggressively. Negative might find a lot of bodies coming towards him over here. They have to go for that force buy with those 2 D-Eagles. He spots one, but Hunter off with Negative's head. Does not want to waste time. Wants to get into map number 2.
Yep, there's no money left on SRA here. Not the best of buys. They do manage to pull out the scout onto Afflex. It's just going to be upgraded pistols for the rest of the CTs as Entity Gaming go charging through long here. They're just going to leave Hellranger all alone, looking for that monster tunnel push. There isn't going to be one from the CTs. And long, he spots a lot of players there. Affleck able to get the tag onto Amaterasu, continues to spray down, but they're cutting the distance here. Guru able to drop Excalibur with the Deagle, and SRA might just have an outside chance here to hold on Macho. Pushing ahead, Guru finally does drop Amaterasu here, but SRA down on numbers as Deathmaker finds one. Hunter with the second, and Macho, the last man alive here to keep SRA in map number 1. Not gonna be the case. 16-3 on Overpass. A complete shutdown of map number 1 by Entity Gaming. What a performance. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick 5-minute break. We will be back shortly with SRA's map pick on Dust 2.
Where your absence it's all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. Hey, 'cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. More than lovers, destined to find one another. Like lightning and thunder, can't have one without the other. It was raining in the stars. We can't be torn apart. We are linked together, forging fire forever. We are linked together, together.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is.
As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain hidden in your smile. I can finally see you now. Oh, we radiate all over the world. We used to radiate, but now we're drowning. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, we used to radiate, but now we're drowning. You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me. We're invincible. Don't you see? We're invincible. We're invincible. be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed. live. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven send with me tonight. Trying to find our place in this world. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there, hide them everywhere. Just you and I.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to map number 2 of the lower bracket finals here in the India LAN Finals for the ZOWIE Asia Extremes LAN 2018 Indian Qualifier. Entity Gaming lead 1-0 after that landslide win on Overpass 16-3, and they will be starting on the CT side. This is SRA's map pick though, and I do expect them to put up a much better fight. I'm Shadeslayer. Joining me is Flash.
What's up, Shade? You can see SRA, they have a corner Dream over there, but the entity is baiting them to go to underpass over there. Deathmaker gets the first kill onto Dream with that headshot.
Yeah, they do get the opening frag there towards LT, and looks like they want to go for more. Excalibur though does get tagged down to 14 HP. Still a man advantage for the CTs. They have full control at the moment. Bomb does go down towards the A-bomb site, and full-blown retake coming in. They do have 4 players towards long. You're going to be swarming in towards Macho's position, and he instantly gets shut down. Amaterasu up towards CT, though, does get eventually sandwiched up and taken down by Guru. 3v2, make that a 2v4. The defuse already on its way. SRA unable to face out in the nick of time, and Entity Gaming will take the pistol round 1-0. Just far too many bodies there for SRA to deal up with. 2v4, couldn't really find the diffuser in the nick of time.
Yes, they couldn't. Entity keeping 4-man together, moving towards long. They had sandwiched Deathmaker at lower tunnel, and SRA should have gone quickly for the trade, but they let Entity take position at A shot. So there were 3 people who had thrown their bodies at mid. They quickly rotate from long, and they are able to do the retake over here. Entity 1-0.
Yeah, it is the hard eco coming in for SRA here. Should have the AKs out the next time around. Grouping up as 2 towards long, but first kill does go the way of Hunter there. Able to drop Dream, playing a tad bit too aggressively. Deathmaker mows down 2 and eventually will go down, but Amaterasu swiftly comes in with the trade. Guru and Macho now, just the 2 P250s online. They just casually walk into the A-bomb side and get a plant. Alright. SRA there. Pretty much gifted a plant by Entity Gaming.
That's actually a win-win situation for SRA. They get that bomb plant. I'm sure they're able to pick up an op also next round. I don't know how Entity left mid control over there for SRA. Guru just quickly comes in from a shot. He gets that plant, and SRA might be very happy with that round.
Yeah, definitely. There are 2 rounds, 2 bomb plants in. It is Entity though to take the lead early on in map number 2. This is the lower bracket finals of the ZOWIE Asia Extremes LAN 2018 Indian Qualifier. We started off with 4 teams yesterday, and at the end of it, we did have Brutality bowing out. At the end of this match, we will have the second team making the exit from the India LAN Finals. For now though, it is going to be Afflex onto the AWP and not Dream. So a small change in the setup here for the T's, Johnny.
Yeah, normally we see Dream and Guru are the ones who pick up the op, but this time we're seeing Afflex. So let's see what SRA has in mind over here. Entity Gaming will try to take these rounds with these SMGs that they have and maybe see if they get a bonus round here. But Hunter, so many bodies coming towards him. He gets the first. Dream was not there with the trade, but he gets kill onto Hellranger over there and also onto Hunter. Now they should have the B bomb site in control over here. They get that smoke towards CT, and this should be an easy plant coming in for SRA. Entity will want to save those two farmhouses over here.
Knowing Entity though, they might just look to see if they are offered an opening early on here in the retake. We do have Amaterasu slowly rotating back in Deathmaker. Takes a quick peek towards B there, but is not going to find much. He recovers the AK and now definitely going to be the save. They have a kit onto Amaterasu, but it's definitely not worth losing the two rifles and the utility, Kevlar and helmet already on the ready.
A beautiful pop flash coming in, and Deathmaker is able to take down Negative. He picks up the AK. Amaterasu and Deathmaker playing together. This is what Entity is known for, playing together. Deathmaker will not want to lose that gun. Dream gets spotted out. Amaterasu with a beautiful headshot onto Dream takes down two guns for SRA. Though they get the plant, their money also looks quite good over here, but they would not want to lose out those guns early because they've still not stabilized their economy.
Indeed, and Entity Gaming, they do manage to hold on to the two rifles there. Stellar save coming in, and Slaughter Age Army will be able to get themselves onto the scorecard. The Big Green does change hands, and this time it's back onto Dream. Two players committed up towards long early on, and Dream looks like wants no part of this. Fall back towards mid at the moment. I think that was straight up for a fact that Dream did have that long spawn. They did take the op, go for that quick peek, and having not found anything, is going to toss it back onto Afflex. Certain teams do have primary oppers, but on a few certain maps and on a few certain sides of the maps as well, you do have a few specialists who do like to wield the op, and in such cases we do see them stray away from the norm. Afflex though,
and looking at SRA, they had a beautiful long spawn. They wanted to take the advantage. Dream pushing up mid so much. Hunter did not have info about that, and Dream takes Hunter's head, quickly falls back and wants to make a play towards A shot. As SRA were trying to take A-long control with that opper, they know that there is someone at pit. Affleck trying to see if he spots Deathmaker carefully, but Amaterasu should be able to get this trade over here. He now knows that there are two people over there and quickly falls back. They do not have any control over the A-bomb site yet, only at A shot. They might want to start moving their bodies towards B, but they are into the A-bomb site with the C4. The plant also is coming in, but eXcali trying to stop the plant over there. Hellranger coming in from CT, both of them. Gets the kill onto Macho, but Affleck is there with the trade now. This is a very sticky situation.
Afflex there gets taken down through the smoke, going for the quickly there. eXcali got Guru. How on earth does he miss that spray down? And now Dream finds the first, needs to find two more here. Only 12 HP. In comes the Molotov, not even required there. Entity Gaming, swift retake, but again, they surrender control of the site early on in the round. The C4 rotates in, the plant comes, but eventually there though, eXcali got able to stand strong. Dream unable to clutch that out for SRA.
Time and time again, SRA are always in sticky situations because they do not have good post-plant situations. There was no smoke for them to move towards A-long to help Affleck because they knew that there were two CTs who were at long and Affleck was there with the op, but SRA in a very bad situation, could not hold good post-plant situations, and Entity Gaming taking advantage of that, get the round.
Yep, and now it is going to be the T's back on the eco, and look like they're going to look to burst down the B bomb site. eXcali got holding strong here with the M4. Two quick kills, the flashbang timing couldn't have been any better. Doesn't matter, he manages to get the spray down regardless. So 3K for eXcali, and Afflex doesn't even find the opportunity there to push through. UT will get shut down by Hellranger. 4-1, and Entity Gaming looks like they're pretty much resuming things off from where they left off at Overpass.
Yeah, they just moved the steamroller from Overpass into Dust 2, and they are continuing to steamroll down SRA.
pretty early into Dust 2 though, but which is their map pick, and we've seen them hotly contest other top tier teams on this map. Uh,
If I'm not mistaken, Optic, it was 16-9, right?
um, yep, yes, it was. So they did manage to take 9 rounds off them, and in the upper bracket finals of the decider qualifier, they even took the map of Brutality on Dust 2. So
One of their favorite maps. That's where they picked Dust 2. But Entity Gaming looked well prepared for Dust 2 today.
yeah, they are. So when we did talk to Hellranger yesterday, he said for a fact that Dust 2 has been one of those maps that they have prepared. Not to mention the fact that Entity Gaming are the only team to have taken a map of Optic India in this entire 2018 Indian qualifier, and it was on Dust 2, map number 2 of the upper bracket finals of the decider qualifier, of the direct invite qualifier rather. And here now, the 5 rifles out for SRA, 4 AKs, Galil onto Macho, and Deathmaker aggression towards Long. He does have backup in the form of Amaterasu here. Early damage going in, and it's gonna be onto Dream, down to 58 HP. Hunter is waiting in the side there, trying to evade any sort of pop flash rushes that come his way soon.
Yeah, he is playing it in a very cheeky position. Guru trying to go with that peak. SRA always know that Entity are giving up on A shot over there. Guru comes with that crouch peak. Now Amaterasu knows this and falls back quickly. And this is something which I saw Optic Gaming also playing. They were not taking that much of A shot control. They prefer playing form long. Now against Slaughter Rage Army is already into the A bomb side as Entity is given up that, but that pop flash comes and they get the kill onto Macho. They are going to go back into a retake situation, 5v4, but Dream is there from behind. Entity Gaming might not expect this, and he can get beautiful 2k over here if he peaks at the right time.
Yep, timing's gonna be everything here as Dream comes in on the backstab, does catch Amaterasu unawares. Excali got those standing strong, able to find Guru. Deep, wide peak there coming in, and Afflex manages to drop Hellranger. Negative gets taken down by Excali as well, and Afflex gonna be left in a 1v3. The flames are down, and he's gonna end up offering himself to the Sun God there. Round to Entity Gaming.
So this is something quite different I've been noticing. Even yesterday I saw Optic Gaming not taking that much control of A shot, but they give up control, or they take control on A long and they go for that retake. They have the Opper at long always, who can look into people who are coming from A shot onto the side, get that pick and fall back. That gives them the man advantage. Talking about man advantage, when Equitas was talking to his team, he was making them understand how important that man advantage is on a retake, and that rightly said gave them this the next round over here as well.
I love the way Entity Gaming is playing Dust 2 out here. They completely ignoring A shot at the moment. I think that's 3 times in a row now that SRA has gone that route, have been able to get free plants in, but the retakes from Entity Gaming have just been on a completely different level, completely methodical, completely planned out as they systematically pick player after player. For now, the 5-1 SRA back on 2 pistols. Nothing much to work with, just the lone smoke onto Macho. I do expect that to be the CT smoke and a burst through from mid to B here, but there are 3 CTs positioned up here at B. They're ready for this, but Hunter gets taken down regardless. Now might be an opportunity. The second kill going down as well, and now it's all down to Hellranger. He needs to find more here. He gets double peeked up. Macho there with the CZ from UT, able to get the kill. But both these players are so low, 47 HP between the two of them. YP Amaterasu, how on earth doesn't he win that engage? Deathmaker all of a sudden finds himself in a 1v2. Shouldn't really have come down to this, but Deathmaker, he's gonna get shut down as well. Beautiful hold there from SRA. I didn't see that coming, Johnny.
Yes, I didn't see that coming. Very unconventional rounds coming in for SRA. They again try to take A shot control, had to fall back. They get the picks at mid, go into B, and get control of the B bomb site. Hellranger really needed to land that shot when he was coming in from upper tunnel, but unfortunately missed that shot. And Afflex over there getting those kills at B door, sealing the round for SRA. Now Entity Gaming might want to start taking some mid control over here, something that is quite important for this map. Things that I've seen in Optic Gaming, what they do is they normally mix things up. They go in for that A shot pushing 3 bodies over there. Maybe they can try that against SRA and take SRA completely off guard, because SRA is someone who's quickly rushing towards A shot quite a lot. And this time they have the double op setup. Deathmaker's already been taken down by Negative with that long spawn, and Negative takes the gun back, drops it back to their primary AWPer.
Something that SRA definitely needed. They needed that early man advantage, which they haven't been able to get. As I say, that Excali guard neutralizes Guru up at mid. No reason to have pushed that early on there. The T's did have the man advantage. You know the CTs are going to be on the rotate. You know for a fact they're going to be playing aggressive themselves to try and pull that numbers back in their favor, and SRA decide to move up aggressively and get punished for it. Double ops though still on Entity Gaming, so they not the best of weapons for a retake, especially the B bomb side. So it's going to be something that they're wary of as SRA set up for this B hit. They do have Hunter playing in from the back of the site, and he's going to have a world of T's heading in his direction. Down goes the Incendiary. The peak comes through at the perfect time, but they're going to be pushed back though. Amaterasu spots out an arm and able to drop Afflex there. LT in control. Negative though does drop the deep smoke. For now, Hunter repositions back around the edge of smoke. Uncharacteristic miss coming in there on the first shot, and he's going to position back outside of the B doors. Hunter, does he get the second opportunity? Yes, he does, and he's a little late on the trigger there, and now the T's do have control of the side. Dream gets shut down though from Hellranger, pushing in through UT, and it's a shutdown on the B bomb site. SRA, they do manage to push Hunter back, but they did not account for Hellranger coming in from UT that early on.
Yes, because already they had A shot control. Hellranger could quickly go into lower tunnel, cut that push from behind, as he knew they were concentrating on getting that kill onto Hunter. So Hunter, very unconventional misses over there though, but maybe the nerves sticking in. 6-2 for Entity Gaming. Things really looking good for them right now. SRA don't have that great of a buy, but they have good utility over there. Hunter already picking up the first onto Negative. They went for that quick A-long play, but unfortunately have to fall back.
Indeed, the buy not looking in the best of shapes here for SRA. Dream will have to make do with just the Deagle. Double up setup running strong here for Entity Gaming in the first half of map number 2. They do lead the series 1-0, having taken Overpass 16-3. Hunter with the op. This time around, if SRA decide to push through short, they're in for a surprise.
Talking about people with the op, Excali is someone who also loves playing with the op. We've seen him in the previous season. We've seen some amazing clips coming from Excali itself with that op.
He was pretty much half of the highlight reel for the 2016 Indian qualifier on the AWP, and this man has shown us that he can transition into other weapons as well. We know for a fact he's an amazing player on the Deagle, plays primarily rifle for Entity Gaming. For now though, they do manage to clean up on this force buy here from the T's. Macho 1v5, and I think they call for the timeout here. Slowly but surely they are getting chipped at, and SRA, their position in the Indian qualifier is at jeopardy.
It definitely is indeed. SRA really need to start thinking out of the box, because this is their map. I thought that they would have some playbooks ready, but this really looks like a more puggish style play. But nevertheless, SRA have shown so much potential when they came in from the qualifiers, and I'm expecting this to go to a map 3. I hope this goes to a map 3. We want some more CSGO action.
I think for a fact, regardless of the result here of this map, SRA can definitely walk away from this Indian qualifier with their heads held high. I think they have silenced their critics. They've shown for a fact that they are definitely one of the top 5 teams in the country, if not more. They even take down Brutality on LAN, something that nobody saw coming this way. the pundits, it's pretty much sealed SRA's position as fourth and last here in the Indian qualifier, but that wasn't the case. eXTREMESLAND missing a couple of shots, and now he just goes back into his groove. 2 quick kills. The nade does chip onto Afflex, and now it's going to be peekaboo time here. P250 doing a lot more damage in 6 HP. Should get dealt up with pretty easily here. Macho spray down as well, and Entity Gaming. Crisp, clean, anti-eco.
Looks like Hellranger's in the groove. You can see him being so vocal with his team. Hellranger is someone who is quite vocal and emotional. You can see those emotions running high over here.
Yeah, we saw that at its peak, especially during map number 1 on Inferno yesterday of the upper bracket finals. Hellranger, I saw him jump out of his seat at least on 3 to 4 occasions there, making his presence vocal. And right now, though, Entity Gaming cruise control here on Dust 2. Pretty similar to how Overpass panned out as well. They haven't really been thrown out of their comfort zone. They've been able to do whatever they want, taking full map control away from SRA. 5 AKs out. They do have utility to work with, but I think SRA has taken a bit of a hit on the confidence department, Johnny.
Yes, SRA really, they look quite shaky over here, but Macho saying that gets the opener on Amaterasu, and they are now quickly falling back because Amaterasu pushed in quite high at mid. Macho gets that trade, and that gives them the opener. They can try going in towards the A-bomb site, but Hunter's there with the op. Hunter spots Negative, but is in a very bad situation, and Negative gets the kill onto Deathmaker at the rotation. Hunter tapping away, but is not able to get the kill, and that's SRA's third round. A much needed round for SRA.
Yep, and they finally pull one back there. Big sigh of relief from the players. They know what they're capable of. They know for a fact they're very strong on Dust 2, but Entity Gaming haven't given them any breathing room for error here. They've kept the aggression up, and they're going to continue to do so. CT's immediately back into the double op setup. Dream gonna look to push through mid aggressively. No mid presence just yet though from Entity. They commit up 3 players rather towards long early on. 2 players up at B. And this is gonna allow SRA to quickly aggress back up through mid. Hellranger though coming back in support of Amaterasu here. Guru supporting up Dream at the moment, ensuring there are no CTs aggressing through short here, but I think that was Hellranger who did get the chip damage in onto Dream. Guru takes a tag himself, not too significant though, down to 70 something HP. Amaterasu taking a bit of damage himself here. The nade out. Guru drops down to 11 HP, and Dream pushing with the AWP. Beautiful flick onto Amaterasu. There are 2 quick frags. Hellranger manages to find Afflex through the smoke. They do manage to pull one back, but SRA firm control of the A-bomb site. Retake time here as Deathmaker makes his way through long.
And they have so much control on the A-bomb side. The bomb is planted. Hellranger moving in towards the smoke. Guru gets the kill on eXTREMESLAND towards short. It's a 2v4 retake coming in, but Guru with a beautiful headshot onto Hellranger. Deathmaker, can he clutch this over here? But Dream with those entries and the final kill, giving SRA the next round.
Yep, that smoke there. I don't really think the CTs were able to spot Dream there, just about the smoke. And he's able to clean up on the 2 remaining CTs. 8-4 though. Entity Gaming will finally have tanked their economy here. They're back onto pistols. They do have some investment coming in though. They have 3 HEs, 1 flashbang, 3 sets of armor. So we saw in fact SRA do this on Overpass as well. If you do manage to get a couple of pickoffs, recover the rifles, you have armor backing up the 2 riflers as well, things might just start to turn head over heels here. Hellranger though, point blank range, CZ, perfect range, but the kills just don't come. They overwhelm up the CT hold here in the B bomb side. Dream does eventually pull one back, but he needs more from where that came from. Deagle out. Molotov after Molotov towards doors will eventually get pushed back out. The C4's planted in. SRA should be able to close out the round here 5-8.
SRA finally making their presence felt on this map. 5-8. They really need to close this at a good half, 8-7. If they get that, they are definitely back into this game, and we cannot count them out because they do have a strong CT showing. So let's see how Entity Gaming, are they able to close this at a 10-5, or SRA is going to make this an 8-7.
They're going to call a timeout here, though. Does buy time for Equitas to quickly have a word with Hellranger and co.
Now
This is the sign of a good team, though. You, as soon as you have your momentum broken, you lose a few runs on the trot. You don't waste any time in calling that timeout. Immediately getting a quick check on what's wrong and try and reset that momentum for your opponents as well. And we're back straight into the server yet again. Macho, AWP out, Deathmaker waiting in towards long. But he does not have any support this time around. There is Amaterasu playing. Oh, he peeks back out and Dream gets taken down. Macho
got caught napping over there. Dream went in with that pop flash. Yes, Macho tried, maybe he tried to evade it. He turned around at the wrong time, but he needs to realize that his teammate has already moved out towards long. He cannot make those mistakes, especially at such a situation where you're already one map down.
Yes, they can't, and that's gonna be an early man advantage here for Entity Gaming. Hunter holds down short with the AWP Guru with the early nades. All the run and gun with the AK. What a peek there.
And this again is a control for SRA. There are two people towards long though, and Excali spots Affleck coming in. They try to go with that CT smoke, and Amaterasu kills Affleck over there. It's a 4v3, going to be a retake scenario.
A beautiful backstab there from Amaterasu, able to move in and find that T from high mid. For now though, the C4 does go down. Smoke holding back Excalibur for the moment at short. You have two CTs at short, two at long here for this retake. Incendiary to clear out car, but the T's, they're all just clumped up all together here. They drop as flies. Excalibur with two, Deathmaker with the third, and Entity Gaming will get their 9th round on the board. Last round of the first half coming up.
Yes, SRA was completely funneled and choked onto the A bomb side. They could not move towards A short or get control of A long. And because of that, Entity Gaming were able to capitalize and get that retake done. SRA, they need to make one more round out of this. They have to try their best because it's not going to be that easy to play against the aggression of Entity on the T side.
Yep, they definitely gonna need every single round that they can muster. They did even go for the auto sniper there from spawn. SRA looking to try and get that easy damage in, and Excali gonna peek straight into Macho. Pop flash through Hellranger. Oh, switches to the nade. I think that was a misclick there, and that's gonna hand the B bomb site over to SRA. Entity Gaming now retake 2v5. It is the last round. In fact, Affleck's gonna fall back, pick up the AWP, will go down to Hunter. Auto sniper still running strong onto Guru, and he will be looking at T-spawn here. Shuts down Deathmaker, and Hunter goes down as well. They do manage to take the last round of the first half, 6-9. Entity have the lead, but SRA definitely still in it.
Yes, SRA definitely still in it. All they need is this coming pistol round. Once they get that pistol round and they rack up the anti-eco as well, it could be an even scoreline, and then we have a game, boys. So let's see what SRA have in mind.
All right, a quick pause coming in. We do resume back into the game. Amaterasu looking a little worried there by the looks of things. Well, he did have that same look during Overpass as well when they steamrolled over the over SRA back then. So
And if I'm not mistaken, right now Amaterasu is the in-game leader right now, and it's not.
no, I think it's Hellranger itself.
Because I saw Equitas today, he was discussing strats with Amaterasu. So I'm not sure what the status of the in-game leader is currently for Entity.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get confirmation on that when I do speak to Hellranger post this game. For now, though, pistol round, second half. Entity Gaming starting on the T side. They're just getting butchered here up at upper tunnels. They eventually manage to find Macho and Dream, but it comes at an expense. 2v3 Hellranger sitting on 18 HP does go down, and Hunter now up against 3 CTs will get taken down.
Finally, a sigh of relief for SRA. You can see the energy pumping, and they know that this is the map that they can. This is their map, and they can take this to a decider Mirage. And if it goes to a Mirage, we do know Entity loves playing Mirage a lot, but
Yeah,
SRA,
it would have realistically come down to a BO1 at that point of time. Anybody's game, one map. SRA at that point would definitely be able to turn things around, but for now, they're not out of the woods just yet. Entity Gaming still have a 2-round lead. Hard eco in from the T's. They didn't really have the plant coming in the last time around. They decide to go for that quick UT push into the B bomb side, but get completely shut down. And Amaterasu gonna be the first one to bite the dust here.
Affleck, he does know that there are people towards long. Guru gets another kill onto Hellranger. They try to get that kill at mid, but Hunter trying to jump over there, bunny hop, and Affleck takes 2 heads down. The only person alive is Deathmaker with that deagle. Misses his shots, and Dream closes things for SRA. SRA comfortably get that anti-eco, and
Yeah, Entity couldn't really make it out of that choke at long there. They get shut down. Not too much weaponry to worry about for SRA from Entity that time. Here should be another eco coming in, but that might just mean that Entity are looking to pull out the op here in round number 19. For the moment, though, Dream does spot out a couple of players going up towards shot, and it's going to be a charge through negative. Does get the punish in along with Dream. 2 quick kills, and Entity Gaming going to continue pushing though through shot. This time around, Dream making a meal of that spray down. So does Dream there as he gets taken down. Affleck though has to go huge, unable to get the punish in. Plant comes in for Entity Gaming, and that's, I think, mission complete there for the T's. SRA will take the round regardless and will even things up here on Dust to 9-9.
9-9, and SRA have even things up. This is going to be a cracker of a game. They get the bomb plant as well, so Entity should be able to get that op in the hands of our man Hunter.
Yep. In fact, yep, they do. They do have a wealth of utility to work with as well here. Entity Gaming, they did have a convincing lead. I think it was 8-2 at a point of time, and now it's all even Stevens. SRA on the CT side move into the double op setup themselves. Big Greens on to Dream and Guru.
Their go-to guys, always Guru with the op at mid, and Dream is there holding the A-bomb side with the second op.
Macho and Negative, though, decide not to invest into M4s there. They're going to hang on to the FAMAS and UMP. And Affleck, yeah, he has a FAMAS himself there. Out at mid, though, T's grouping up as 3. Deathmaker starting to take control of shot. Oh, the push through, though. SRA lose Affleck's. Hunter with the opener. And no reply coming in from the CTs just yet, though. They spot a player out towards Xbox Guru. At the moment, Guru out at mid looking for that kill through the smoke. Not going to be able to find one as Entity Gaming group up here for this A shot hit. They don't have the split this time around. It's negative on site there with the FAMAS, but in moves the AWP for SRA. Negative able to find the first one, gets the second as well, and now they're just toying around. Amateratsu's not got too many places to go there. He has to take this fight up, and he does do so. Negative will eventually bite the dust, but Hellranger gets taken down there by Macho up at LT. 2v2 for the retake here. CT's C4 planted and Guru coming in from CT. Macho from short. He is getting double peeked up soon by the T's. They're pushing pixel by pixel, and now Guru, AWP, point blank range, not the best of weapons, and he's gonna have to make do with just the USP. Hunter closes it out. Entity Gaming retake the lead.
Yes, Entity retake that lead. Beautiful double peak coming in to gain control of A shot. They knew that there was one guy coming in from CT, and they really needed a better position for that. They go for the double peak, and then Guru, the only person left with that op, in a very bad situation. 10-9 for Entity Gaming. Hunter gets the tag onto Macho with that op. Macho dropped down to 24 points of health. SRA trying to take long control. They come Affleck with that spray down on Amaterasu. Excali gets the headshot, and SRA quickly fall back towards CT. The boost coming in by Dreep so that they have some presence towards short. Negative taking the position, waiting for that A long hit to happen. But Hunter, he is carefully seeing if Guru would want to try to push towards mid.
He might have been able to pull the trigger. He looks away at the worst possible time there. Hunter recovers the C4, and it does look like it's gonna start to make its way back towards long. Pit control with Excali guard at the moment. They do have Dream playing in from the site. No AWPs on SRA, so taking these long duels gonna get hard here up against Entity Gaming, who do have three smokes, a Molotov, so they will be able to close out the distance, smoke out the CTs, and slowly egress up towards that elevator position.
Yes, and now they're trying to take mid control over the Deathmaker, playing very close from the door. Excali with that crouch headshot onto Negative. Now they are going to have A control over there. Dream is not looking at A shot. Excali's already made his way over there, gets the kill onto Dream. Hunter with the op, and now the A bomb side is completely in their hands. Macho with 24 points of health, and that M4 will not be able to do anything. He needs to save that gun over there for his team.
I got a complete wrong read on that. Entity Gaming instead gonna leave Excalibur alone at pit, and they're gonna rotate through shot, and as soon as they find the opening frag, they isolate. I think it was Negative there on the A-bomb side. I think it was Dream there who was sitting all alone. He expected a pop flash through, gets caught, unable to readjust back in time, and that was Entity Gaming. Clean take off the A site. And they continue to march on now. 11 rounds in the bag, just 5 rounds away from setting up that rematch versus Optic India in the grand finals.
And you can see the conversation happening between Equitas and Amaterasu over there. So that's where I think there's a dynamic change in Entity's squad over there. Because most of the communication that I see happening is between Amaterasu and the coach of Entity.
Equitas indeed, and for now though, SRA, they've put up a much better fight than they did on Overpass, but they're gonna lead a lot more if they are to take Dust 2 away from Entity Gaming. Entity Gaming, they came in when we did the toss for the sides for the players to sit on. Equitas was like, no, we'll take the side, no problems whatsoever. We are ready to go for this. Let's get the lower bracket finals out of the way. And that is the kind of focus that they've come in. They're already probably thinking about how they're going to be able to deal up with Optic India in the grand finals later. But this match is not done just yet. 11-9. As SRA at the moment will be on to pistols here. $2,000 across the board. That should, by my calculations, be a double eco, unless they just want to straight up force into SMGs and FAMASs. For now, in the next round, that is. For now, the Hellranger peeking through. Macho, 30 HP, the nade.
So this is the dynamic I'm talking about of Entity Gaming. You can see Hellranger from when he's not making these calls, he's become more aggressive. You can see that change, and that playstyle is really helping him a lot. And you can see that show in Entity Gaming's scoreline that Hellranger is showing up on every game for them.
Yep, it does take a toll on your fragging, especially when you're gonna have to IGL as well. But at the moment, this should be a pretty clean anti-eco coming in. Amaterasu goes bursting through A long there, and in comes the B hit. B bomb site wide open, up for business. C4 should be going down, and SRA here should really be just setting up for exits and try and take a couple of these rifles away moving into the next round.
Yeah, they kind of expecting someone to be towards the A bomb site, see if they can get the gun off them. Negative, trying to peek and see if he can catch someone off guard over there, but Amaterasu moving. He does spot Amaterasu over there. Amaterasu takes a shot, now knows that there is someone towards A shot, drops the Molotov over there. He's going aggressive, but he knows that they are on an eco and would not want to lose these guns.
Yep, they're only up against USPs and a P250 here. Shouldn't really offer much of a resistance. Dream does get taken down at mid, and Entity Gaming 12-9, inching closer and closer to that magic number 16.
Yes, very close to get that rematch against Optic India, but then Optic India has a one map advantage. So the winner of this needs to win straight out against Optic.
Yeah, they need to take 2 maps in a row if they are to take that Indian qualifier spot in the Asia Finals at Shanghai, China. But for now, back into round number 22. The buy comes in for SRA.
SRA holding their positions, their default. They've gone for the 2-1-2 setup over here again, but this time I don't see that much mid control coming in from SRA. They are...
Yeah, it is a glass cannon AWP onto Dream though, so there's not many aggressive peaks that he can take with it, but pretty ballsy player there, looking to peek up early towards LT without any armor. He did have the boost coming in from negative there. Having spotted out a player, they're just gonna fall back to default positions inside the site. Smokes going down. 50 seconds remaining on the clock though. They look to go moving out through long. Actually, that might just be the distraction alone there. C4 is heading instead back towards B. There is Macho holding the angle down. Guru gets the opener, and Macho's gonna have a world of tease heading in his direction. He does get blinded up, but Affleck's there, able to provide support. They do manage to find one. Macho will eventually get taken down. Negative pushing in through the window, doesn't get the instant frag back, and oh, a big miss coming in there does allow Hunter to drop Dream. He gets negative as well, and now Guru 1v2. C4 does go down in the nick of time there. Guru, if he probably went charging through, might have been able to catch the planter, but that's not the case there. Entity Gaming pull that round back, and is that the final nail in the coffin there, Johnny?
I don't know what happened to Negative when his teammate was taken down at B door, and he knew that Hunter is going in aggressively towards him. He was still looking in at the B bomb site from heaven over there. I do not know why he was doing that.
For now though, SRA back onto pistols here. $2,000 across the board. Excali spots the first player out, and he's just gonna go charging through though into Ninja. Does make a meal of that Molotov though. Is gonna hold his teammates in position at the moment. Hellranger finds the opener, gets the second one as well. The CT's looking to push through A doors there to try and catch any of the T's rotating back. Not gonna be the case. Hellranger makes that a 3K, and Macho as well as Afflex here just left waiting as Entity Gaming inch to 14 rounds, Johnny.
Yes, they will just require another 2 more rounds after that. SRA, they have the CZ and P250. Macho gets a headshot onto Hellranger though. Hellranger was only 1 point of health, and he does recover the AK over there. So they do have a AK, and Affleck pushing in aggressively from pit. Realize that they are trying to save their guns at pit, but I thought Entity Gaming would be hunting for the last guy because they have a lot of money over here, and though they've given one AK off to the CTs.
Yep, it doesn't look like it's high up there on the priority list for Entity Gaming. They just have the eye on the prize there. Round number 16 is what they want on the scorecard. 2 more W's away. The auto sniper comes out from Dream. Macho gets tagged early on the rush through mid, though. They go bursting through into pit, and Hellranger able to pull one back. Affleck's the first one to take a fall. Negative, unable to trade. He does have support coming in from Guru, though. Out goes the Molotov. How's the positioning looking like? Nope, not enough to prevent Negative from getting boosted up. Guru looking to push through. Spots the player. Oh, the collateral coming in. Excaligar and Deathmaker end up lining up. He finds the third as well. Guru going for that no-scope there at the end. I think he's done enough damage regardless here to Entity Gaming's A hit. 1 minute 5 seconds remaining on the clock. Hellranger will get shut down, and Guru stellar on that A hold.
Yeah, beautiful collateral shot coming in by Guru, and even the white peak that he did, not required to go for a no scope. He misses his shot over there, but however he gives them the round. They recover the AWP as well. So SRA looking good over here, 14 to 10. They really need all their rounds from here if they have to keep their hopes alive at the ZOWIE EXTREMESLAND Indian qualifier. Hunter trying to peek, he does spot Dream and gets the kill, and this might just be the opener for Entity into the B bomb site. The counter molotovs and smokes coming in, and now they are setting up for that B hit over here.
The problem though I see is Entity Gaming is running a double op setup here. Not the best of weaponry when you're gonna look to burst into a site. So it's gonna have to be the AKs that do get the work done. But regardless, Hunter gets out-peaked by Guru there, gets the opener. And Entity Gaming probably in two thoughts here whether they want to continue going for this B hit at this point, Johnny.
Yes, they would have to be really careful because Guru has been on point with his op, and he gets the peek on to Hunter as well, gets the kill now after completely blinded, but Guru is there with the trade. Some beautiful plays coming in by Guru, gets Hellranger as well at mid, and now Entity Gaming are in a world of trouble. They have to fall back. They're going towards the A shot play instead. Can Excali and Deathmaker make this turnaround for Entity Gaming?
If there's anyone who can do it, it's definitely these two. They have been outright MVPs for Entity Gaming in the India LAN Finals, and they shut down Negative there up at the A bomb site. 25 seconds remaining. The plant should come through here for the tease, and all the peak from Guru.
And as you said, these two are the people. Affleck is only down to 11 points, and Macho is 100. They already have A shot control. They've got Affleck over here as well, and they make this work. Oh my god, how do you do that, Entity? Two people, a 2v4 post-plant situation, getting those kills. Entity, map point, and match point for them in this best of 3 series to go to the grand finals.
Just one round away now from setting up that rematch in the grand finals of the ZOWIE Asia EXTREMESLAND 2018 Indian qualifier. 15 to 10 on map number 2. Dust 2 after taking Overpass 16 to 3. SRA in the force buy, not looking good. They just charge in through shot. Negative goes down. Amaterasu burns Guru to a crisp. Only Afflex and Macho alive. Afflex goes down. Macho all the way in the B bomb site. For mass in hand, one flashbang. Entity Gaming will move on to the grand finals against Optic India, which will come up.
They're going to knife him. They're going to try knifing him. That's a knife coming in. Macho spraying away. He's also taking out the knife, but no Hellranger. And that's the closure of this game.
Yep. Excalibur, as expected there, brandishing the knife, looking to close it out in style, but it will be Optic India versus Entity Gaming in the grand finals, which will be coming up at 3:45 p.m. But
Kudos
before,
to SRA for
yeah,
their
big
brilliant
shout
play.
out to SRA. They've had an amazing run throughout the entirety of this Indian qualifier, not only making it to the LAN finals, but taking down Brutality in that lower bracket semi-finals. They take third position, a commendable one at that. Don't go anywhere, stick around. We will be back shortly with the post-game interviews.
To let you down, down, down. Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. Hey, 'cause I'm incomplete.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain in your smile. I can finally see you now. Oh, we radiate all over the world. We used to radiate, but now we're drowning. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, we used to radiate, but now we're drowning. regularities. Living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me. We're invincible. Don't you see? We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. Just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed the lower bracket final of the ZOWIE Asia Extremes LAN 2018 Indian qualifier. I have with me the captain of SRA, Bodhi. What's up?
Yeah, it's all fine. Like,
I mean, regardless of the result here today, I think SRA have proved the critics wrong about the fact that you guys were always touted as an online team, but on LAN you've shown that you can stand up to the challenge yesterday, taking down that huge victory over Team Brutality. But today, again, spoke about the fact that SRA isn't really a morning team, and I think you've proved that again today.
No, it's not like that. We tried our best, but their aim was one point. Their tactics and their retakes were like in Dust 2, like we are entering side we planted, but their retakes were on point. Like, and also their aim is so good, and with that firepower of Hunter and Excali and Deathmaker, it will be always tough against them. But we tried our best. But they are the better team. They deserve to win. They can give a better fight and beat Opti also than us. But overall, about this tournament, we are happy about our performance. Nobody thought we can beat Brutality in best of 3. We beat them earlier back in 2015 once in best of 1. But this time we beat them convincingly. Like one map we won 16-10 and 16-9. So yeah, we're happy about our performance.
And Entity has been picking Overpass time and again. Is that something that you guys came prepared for here coming into this best of 3?
We knew how they play Overpass, but it's just like we were not confident. Like against Brutality, we were all pumped up. We were like shouting, screaming. Like against them, it was not like that. Feeling was not like that. Like we gave them too much respect. We are like, okay, just play, chill. And they were on point. They were on a mission to win this tournament, of course, where we are here to gather more experience. So yes, they deserve the win, and all the best to them in the finals.
Also, congratulations on this wonderful tournament thus far, starting your journey all the way from the offline qualifiers, decider qualifiers, and now in the India LAN Finals. You have taken the 3rd position, and for that, hopefully we get to see SRA back in action for the next season. Until then, this is Bodhi. Big round of applause, everybody, for that wonderful showing here. Next up, I would like to call upon the captain of Entity Gaming, Hell Ranger. What's up? First up, congratulations. And I think the map veto was a no-brainer there. I did expect Overpass Dust 2, but your approach on Dust 2 was something of interest. You were playing pretty much A for retake every single time, having given up short completely. Is that something that you came prepared for here?
Of course, we know that SRA is a really good team, and we didn't take anyone lightly. We had seen them play, and we knew they like to hit long A and B. So we were prepared for that, and that is the reason for our change in the setup. And I think that worked out well, because those were the 2 main key areas we had to contest against them. That was it, and we were pretty confident in our A retakes because we had some stuff planned, and that worked out well.
Indeed, and I even saw a little bit of change in the approach to Overpass as well. There was a lot more aggression on the CT side, and you kind of pretty much choked SRA to a point where they weren't rather able to freely move around and take map control. So moving into the grand finals now, this was something that I would say at least 99% of the people did expect this matchup coming in. Thoughts about it?
You have not made it easy on us by giving them a 1 map advantage at a BO3, but we'll try to play each match how it goes and see what we can do in the best of 2 or the best of 1 for us actually, which we have. And I'd like to say I'd never like to see a format again.
Well, we will see the finals regardless coming up next. All the very best, Hell Ranger. Entity Gaming versus SRA will go, Entity Gaming versus Optic India rather, will go live at 3:45 p.m. So we do have a quick break coming in. Go ahead, grab yourself some lunch, get a drink, because this one is going to be a cracker.
Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven send with me tonight. Trying to find our place in this world. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep our secrets there, hide them everywhere. Just you and I. like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. Hey, 'cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. More than lovers, destined to find one another. Like lightning and thunder, can't have one without the other. It was raining in the skies. We can't be torn apart. We are linked together, forging fire forever. We are linked together, together.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where
I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain hidden in your smile. I can finally see you now. Oh, we radiate all over the world. We used to radiate, but now we're drowning. As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, we used to radiate, but now we're drowning. You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me. We're invincible.
you see? We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. I just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules.